What's up? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, we got two watching. Cool. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Yeah.
What's up, Alex? What's up, everybody?
What's up?
I don't even know.
Oh. Ooh, is that our new song?
Well, I'm just trying to make it. We have a lot of dead space, so you know what? Let's do that goddamn thing. That's still loud. Why is this so loud? There we go. I just need something to put just behind the background blankness. Although that's probably not loud enough. I don't know. Finally bought a Steinel heat gun.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
I've been seeing those lots more and more.
Maybe this could have been turned up just a little bit more. Can you guys hear that background music? I don't want you to hear it too much. I'm not trying to be distracting. It's kind of a new thing for me. I noticed that the timer music all of a sudden started working. That's kind of cool. I didn't do anything to fix it, but whatever. So what is going on? I see so many people be like, I'd tell the customer to kick rocks, and that seems to be a thing. And as of like over the last week, I've definitely had that feeling like a lot, wanting to tell customers to kick rocks. I am sick and tired of being disrespected by people that think that they need to be a certain way when they call or text or email. And I want to fire every goddamn one of them. And then I get to thinking, it's like, why is it got to be up to me to fire a customer? How about this? Let's just lay down a frickin' boundary. And y'all want to leave, leave. I mean, like, bye. I if me and you don't mesh, I don't need you as a customer. And that's the stance that I take with any business that I stand in front of and run. I have a certain way that I do business, and I have a certain way that I treat my customers, and I expect the same in return. Now, that does not mean that, if somebody calls me in a dire panic because this is like a world-ending situation to them, that I'm just gonna blah, But I am gonna calm a customer down, and I'm gonna let them know that I am here to do everything that I can for them, and I will not stop. Now, if that same customer turns around and wants to badger me and bash me, like for instance, over the weekend, I had a customer that he got a sprayer handle that had a slow drip. It didn't completely shut off when you let go of the trigger. I mean, I sell thousands of these things, so you're bound to get one that just doesn't seat properly. It's a bummer, but he called us up and let us know there's a problem, and we where do I start with this customer? I guess I'll start right here. There's a whole lot more to this customer leading up to this point, but needless to say, he Friday called and he needed this ASAP. So Alex asked him, "Are you a residential address? Because UPS doesn't deliver to businesses on Saturday, but I'll next day it to you." He's on the other side of the country, so let's next day it to him. And he says, "Yes, it is," with his way he is. And so Alex sent it next day. I paid buku bucks to send him this replacement sprayer, not even discussing getting the other one back. Any other company is like, "Yeah, send it back. We'll go ahead and replace it, as soon as we get it and test it and blah, blah, blah." We don't do that. We just take care of your problem. So we next day it, and Saturday he starts blowing me up. Now, for anybody who's not been paying attention, I don't work Saturday and Sunday. I've done that long enough in my life. I'm a 5-day a work week person. If you need something on the weekend, feel free to reach out. If I am not busy, I'm going to help you. But this guy starts blowing me up and effing this and bullshit that and blah, blah, blah. And so I went ahead and tracked it for him, showed him that it's going to be delivered Monday, showed him that I sent it next day, and showed him that UPS has chosen not to deliver it because he didn't give us a residential address. He gave us a shop address, and UPS ain't going to be by his shop until Monday. So not my fucking problem. I didn't cuss at him, but I did tell him that, I have done my part. And by the way, I don't work on the weekends. And if you would have, paid a little more attention instead of being aggressive with us, then maybe we could have got this taken care of for you today. But he's trying to tell me that his guy can't work because the tip of his sprayer is going drip, drip, drip. And, I understand it's an inconvenience. I did my part. And so I just drew a line and let him know that this is how we act, and how you're acting is not how we act. I haven't heard from him since. So I'm assuming that this customer fired himself. So I guess the answer to my question, how do we know it's time to, how do you know when to fire a customer? You don't fire a customer. You don't tell a customer to kick rocks. You just define your boundary and don't allow the customer to step over it. Simple as that. What's up, Carlos? And hey, everybody else. But I'm glad I got that off my chest, because you know what? I don't know. I don't care if this offends you guys, but tenors are fucking prima donna motherfuckers that seem to want everything for nothing and think that the supplier is the one that makes all the money on them. I am a window tinner. I've done it for 35 years. I happen to know that I spend 10% of my money on window film, which means I got a 1,000% markup doing tint jobs. Now, just so you know, I personally have a 40% or less markup on the products that I sell you. So don't come at me like I'm inconveniencing you. As simple as that. If anybody knows me, I'm going to bend over backwards and do whatever I can for you. And if that ain't good enough, bye. Does that make sense, Alex?
It makes perfect sense.
Alex has
Honestly,
been
I
getting.
don't know. I was like, kind of like when I sat down in the chair Monday morning to like have that conversation for you. That was not what I was expecting.
Yeah, Alex was telling me how this guy was going off, and I'm like, Alex, I handled it.
I don't know.
You know?
I kind of felt like I did something wrong by like not selecting Saturday shipping because I mean, I confirmed with the guy that it was a residential and then, ShipStation when you select all the options, it gives you an ETA and it said Saturday morning. So I
Well,
was like, "Oh, okay, we're good to go."
besides the fact, look, I'm going to do everything that I can, but I paid $54 to ship that to him next day. It's a $65 sprayer. So I spent $54 to send it to you next day, not even asking for the other one in return. We'll work that out sometime in the future after your problem's resolved. But when you select Saturday delivery to a business, it bumps up $100. I am not going to spend $154 to send you a fucking sprayer on Saturday. You know what? Work it out. I'm sorry. I did. It's if it wasn't usable, I probably would. But it was usable and he was using it. Get over yourself. I'm sorry. Like I said, if you guys I don't know. I love my customers. I want to jump in the pool with all these famous, popular people that's getting all the recognition on Facebook. And they're just, you know what? We're a 2-man operation here. We got a part-time girl that comes in 3 days a week to help us fill orders. Me and Alex are handling the best we can and doing still more than the other. I keep seeing it all over. Oh, these guys or those guys are second to none. How many of these guys out there will find somebody having a problem on Facebook that isn't even their customer and send them free product to solve their problem? Last I checked, I'm the only one that does that. I might be wrong, but I haven't seen anybody else reaching out to non-customers, sending free product to solve a problem for them. But I do. Okay.
I think I'm almost done with this. I think we should just turn on elevator music and then just watch me like finish this keg.
Oh yeah, you're designing a keg, aren't you?
Yeah, well, so I was like talking to Jack and he's like, "Oh, I really love it." And then he was like, "But I want it to have your tent keg logo." But he was like, "But I don't really quite remember what your tent keg logo looks like." So I pulled up a JPEG of my keg wrap and I screenshotted it. He was like, "Oh, but I really like the way like yours was done." And I was like, "Do you want me to do like a crazy 3D rendering in the background, all smudged up and messy?" He was like, "Hell yeah." So I guess that's what we're doing now. But it's almost done. I just gotta make a tent keg logo that goes good with it.
Alex.
Do you want to see it?
Alex.
Who is it?
How much for the audience, how much am I charging this guy for this keg and this custom wrap?
$0. The price of a hose setup. But he's very special. He is you guys might know him, but it's Jack from Detroit Tent Studio. It's Matt's helper.
And he's wanting to learn how to tint windows, and
he's completed his rite of passage, and this is our gift for him for finally becoming a man, a tinting man. It's a tinner's rite of passage. Hi, Dusty. What's up, Lobo Mo? Ryan Wilcox. What's going on, bro? We got Cash in the house. Damn, that's a full chat.
Dusty, is this the Dusty who like won't take that keg that's in there?
Yes.
Damn it, Dusty! I
No,
got
no, no,
both.
no, no.
Oh,
Dustin
Dusty.
Gonzalez from Eastman.
Oh, Dusty, you almost got an ass chewing. God,
Yeah, we got
you
a
know.
lot of Dusties.
So I give away 60 WFR kegs um, this year, and one of them happened to be a special situation. The guy that won it, his mom was dying of cancer, and she was like going into hospice, and sunflowers was her thing, and he wanted something to commemorate his mom, and so we made him a custom wrap design. So we had one extra WFR keg, and like we're trying to give this thing away, and people keep giving it back, and now they're like, yeah, just donate it to Tinners for a Cause and do a raffle or something. And so it's still sitting here on my counter, and I've given away 60 kegs over the last year, and I just would like to see this one go to a good home. And it's just sitting here, almost like I'm the dog pound for tint kegs, and we're looking for good homes for them. But I just know it was a Dusty that give it away here on live. Actually, it's not mine to give away. So that's like I don't know who it's property of, I guess, but WFR is in charge of it. They're going to do a raffle or an auction or something with it for Tinners for a Cause. So like that's pretty cool stuff, and I'm totally on board. But man, we give all these things away, and then me and Alex is like, wait a minute, why do we have an extra one? And then we remembered that, oh yeah, we did that one custom thing. So we're like, hey guys, we got an extra one, and they tried to give it away last week, and then I guess Dustin Gonzalez is like, oh no, give it to Tinners for a Cause for a donation, see what you can get out of it. And so that's cool. Unless I can get I bet you if I got a $1,500 bid for it right now, we could just wrap it up right now. Who's in?
Shit.
Well, they go for for Tinners for a Cause, they go for really between 12 and I think 1,800. No, well, yeah, about 1,800 I think is the most I've seen one go for. And this is the very last. Is this the green one? The green WFR one?
Yes.
And what color hose did you put on it?
Yellow.
I was thinking yellow, but I wasn't 100%. So it's on WFR and Tinners for a Cause page. I haven't seen it, but I mean, in my defense, I haven't really seen much on Facebook in the last few days. Oh, that brings me up to another thing, guys, you have to do this. I don't know how smart or powerful your devices that you're watching me on, but you need to go to our website, sundistributing.com or sundistributingdirect.com or toolsfortint.com. I don't care. Any one of those will take you there. Sundistributingdirect.com is the direct link, so it'll get you there faster. But I've been working real hard to get Google happy with my website, because Google's just been like angry with me because I got this website that didn't follow any of the rules because, well, I built it myself and I don't know the rules. So over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been learning the rules, and it's been a lot. But today, finally, for the last week, Google's been really tickled with it on desktop. But for mobile, it's been saying that it's just not good enough and I need to fix it. So I've been learning things that make my head hurt because I don't quite understand them. And so this afternoon I decided we're going to start from scratch on the mobile page and just rebuild it from the bottom up and make it simple, but yet crispy. Is it crispy, Alex?
It's very crispy. Hey, what's this lounge thing?
What?
Yeah,
What
it says
lounge?
lounge. And it's got a
Where?
crown on it.
Crown.
In our user list in Restream
What does it say just above lounge?
audio.
And what do you suppose that is?
Oh, it's audio.
You're like, I'm like, is there a lounge? Can we go somewhere and just hang out? The
Dude,
topic today, Jamal, is when do you know it's time to fire a customer? But man, that got me worked up. I don't know if I can talk about it again. You might want to rewind a little bit and just watch the beginning because about lost my shit. I don't like feeling that way, but I did need to get it off my chest. Shit's been bothering me. Alex takes a lot of abuse, and I don't appreciate that. And every time Alex comes to me and tells me about a customer yelling at him, I just want to fucking blacklist the customer. And I know you guys feel the same way with certain customers of yours, whether it's how they talk to you or if you got an employee or somebody up front at the counter answering the phones or whatever the case. We're all human beings, and hopefully we're all doing the best that we can, and none of us deserve that that kind of treatment or behavior. It's ridiculous. So how's our audio sound today, guys? I know Alex isn't talking much because my mouth won't stop moving. I already got cotton mouth. I'm only 18 minutes in.
I just wish there's like an easy way to share pictures. Maybe I'll just share screen.
I
Dude, these are
mean,
badass.
that's the
I did
easiest
two.
way.
I did two. Okay.
Oh, snap.
So I got this one, which I thought was cool. Make the character jump out like past the fucking burn away.
No, that's
I thought that was
cool.
kind of sick. And then I redid it in the same style I did my keg. I think that's pretty fucking sick.
It is, but I like the other one too, so now I'm confused. What do I want? I kind of want this guy.
Dude.
Put this guy in the other one, jumping out like that.
You think so?
I don't know. I think. Fuck yeah! Move it to the right a little bit, but yeah, that is.
Are you guys going to be selling Solar Guard autofilm as well?
Not yet.
Maybe.
But maybe. We have talked about it, and I mean, so I don't know what it is about big companies, but they just love me for some reason. Solar Guard is like, whatever you need, man, whatever you need. And I'm like, wow, I mean, God, I wish Avery treated me that way. Solar Guard's a good company. By the way, did I mention? You cannot hear my cigarettes burning. That doesn't look like Jack at all. Oh, I wish you was like graduated to caricatures by now, because that would be sweet to make a Jack caricature.
Oh, I could.
Jumping out of the fire. But I kind of like that jumping out of the fire look. I don't know. What does everybody think between the two?
I actually have to like kind of do something like that for my project during winter break, or what do you call it, midwinter break.
Oh, that would be sweet. Hey Ryan,
Well, I have to.
Ryan, shoot me a link real quick, or shoot Alex a link real quick to the probably the Tinners for a Cause page raffle for the keg, and we'll go ahead and post it up on here, and that way anybody that wants to get a ticket can jump on it. I think it's a great idea. Thing about raffles is you got to stay on top of it, constant reminding people, because if you tell me about a raffle and I want to get a ticket and like the moment's not good for me, I'm gonna mean to do it later, but you guys know how that goes, right? There's so many things I meant to do later.
I don't see the raffle page on TFAC.
Alex, I didn't ask you to send it to me.
No, I was just like looking for it. Raffle.
So I might have done a thing.
Maybe I'll post both. Does this work like this?
Has anybody here ever? Oh, it does work like that. Although it's, yeah, it's a big link, but it's a clickable link, at least on my end. You can take this link and see that QR codes up there where it says new in the top right corner.
Oh yeah.
Now I don't know how many folks this will work for, but you can hit the QR code button and it'll allow you to make a QR code for it and post it on the screen. Then anybody running around with like 2 cell phones, or if they're watching this on a tablet and they still have their cell phone, or whatever the case may be. I don't know much about QR codes because I'm way too old for that shit, but it's a feature they threw at us. Go back to the original post. Where's the original post? Is it?
Oh, watch this.
Alex,
caption.
Caption?
Watch.
Problem with caption is they can't copy and paste. Oh, wait.
TFAC raffle. tinyurl.com TFAC raffle. And then I guess I'll also do this.
Yeah, Alex is my token millennial. I need things like him in my life because I don't know. I used to be my mother's tech support. Now she asks me stuff and I'm like, I don't fucking know. You know what, guys? Yesterday was my daughter's birthday. She turned 30. I think that makes her officially old. But I didn't tell her that because, like, rumor has it you don't tell a woman they're old.
I think it makes you more officially old than it does her.
Dude, I've been old for years. I don't know. Oh, what was I?
I'm too scared to join the raffle.
You can't. Or can you? Yeah, I suppose you can. Okay. I don't know.
I think pay to win things are okay.
Pay to win things are okay?
Yeah.
So how many of you guys have actually ever like painted a car, or better yet, rhino lined or bed linered an entire car? Anybody here ever do that? Because like I did that for the first time this weekend, and it was a good time. I had lots of fun with it and everything. Dusty's done several. Well, the good news is my camera makes this look good. I mean, it didn't come out terrible, but it's definitely got some I did undercoating. I did spray some undercoating in my days with the same kind of gun that I sprayed this bedliner material. But dealership never had a mask for me to wear either. Oh, well, good thing you're still young. But yeah, so this is what I did this weekend. She is just about done. And it was my thing. Yep. So let's see. Can we zoom in just a little bit? Yeah, we can. Look at that. Tell me that ain't just a sexy beast. Those are 43-inch SX Stickies Intercoast. Super Swampers. And they're badass. And it just keeps getting bigger. Oh. Dumpster Swampers. But yeah, I just am in love with it. It's almost done too. But yeah. It's been a long time coming. I mean, I've basically showed you guys this thing yeah, there's definitely some decent money in this. So the story behind this, Braden, is last March at the end of the month, I went and spent $8,500 on a 94 YJ. And I just, at a glance, when I bought it, it had a Magnum 5.9 liter in it, 360, a twin stick Dana 300. It had a Dana 60 in the rear, 44 in the front. It seemed like, it wouldn't need much coaxing to be pretty amazing. And just the more I got into it, the more hillbilly shit I ran into that was just, I mean, it was swallowing me alive. And around the 4th of July, it just dawned on me that it wasn't gonna ever be what I needed it to be without just dumping a ton of money in it. And I had an opportunity to buy this Roland chassis, which was, I mean, it was just sitting on roller wheels. I bought the wheels and tires, but it already had the coilovers, full hydro steering, badass Fab 9s in the front and rear, double triangulated 4 links, belly skid, the whole 9 yards. Everything was just amazing. And the guy only wanted 11 grand for it. I mean, each axle by themselves, and they were brand new axles. Each axle is 10 grand. And I'm like, 11 grand for the whole thing. Let's do this. And I didn't think about the whole cost of getting everything that I needed out of the YJ into this and actually making this, because it didn't have a dash. It didn't have any pedals. It didn't have any of that stuff. And didn't have a motor, didn't have a trans, didn't have, drive shafts. There was just so much it didn't have. It didn't have a steering column or a steering wheel or any of it. And yeah. Oh, what's up, Jeremy? We're good. I was just showing everybody my weekend project. Well, Okay. 7-month project, 8-month project. I don't know. It's been a minute
Mhm.
now that it's been a project, but yeah. So I mean, we started with a raw frame and made the motor mounts and put the 360 in it from the other one, and well, the whole drivetrain had to have drive shafts made, obviously. But believe it or not, this is a Mahindra Roxor frame. So if we was to, let's see if I can do this. I can do this. Okay, we're gonna go big. I'll show you. Where? Gimme, 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 gimme. There it is. Find me a little picture of this cute little thing. Okay, so then this. Oh, did that wrong. Anyways, not this. This is kind of what it started out as, except for it started out black. The main body part here was black, and the hood and fenders were white because it didn't come with hood and fenders, so we had to get those. I got a different grill because I don't like that. That's kind of hideous. But so that's what it started as, and then obviously from there we created a monster, and that was this. So yeah, a little bit of a difference. It's been quite the transformation. That's what I do on my spare time. What do y'all do on your spare time? Wow, Jeremy, what kind of tires did you get? That seems a little expensive for 35s. But then again, I don't know much about truck tires. I know that my truck, I don't like the tires. I mean, they're 35s. I don't know what they are exactly. I haven't really paid attention. I just know that when the road gets a little inclement, even wet, oh, Toyo, yeah, nice. When the tire gets or the road gets even a little bit wet or anything, the traction is just gone. It doesn't do well in the snow. It doesn't do well. I mean, it's a rough ride. Um, it's sitting on 20s. It's a what do they call that? Black Widow edition. But I really want to. I really want to drop down to a 17-inch tire and put something with a little more sidewall on it so that it's just a more comfortable ride. But I spend all my money on this Jeep. I can't afford tires for my other one. You need a Nitto better tire, and I'm a Toyo dealer. Well, definitely for off road, I'll give Nitto the credit. I don't know anybody who's got Nittos for you know daily driving. That's its own kind of thing. Toyos are good. Toyos are a good cruising tire. Um, my wife and her Murano had Toyos, and God, those were a good tire. Jeremy says he needs a hybrid off road. Well, and are you a Cooper dealer, Cash? Because someone scanned the QR code. I don't even know what
They
that means,
did?
but I just got a notification on my screen. I don't even know what that means.
Oh. That means someone's scanning our QR code, Rick. It works.
Yay! We did a thing and it worked. That's so cool.
You did it.
So yeah, my wife's got 37 by 13 and a half by 17 STT Pros Coopers, and those things, they ride at 80 mile an hour just fine down the highway. Some people say they're a little noisy. I think they sound wonderful. And she goes just about anywhere I go. Like, it's crazy. In fact, oh, I probably don't have it on here. Damn it. Let me close this. Let me minimize this. I don't think I do have it on here. I don't. How much squeaky do I have? I don't know, probably about 30 gallons. We got to bottle it, but I think we're starting to get a little caught up.
Yeah.
Shady's an irresponsible tire owner. We call it tire abuse.
We're just plain tired.
Oh, T-Town's the one that did the QR code. He said he pulled out all his multi-talented tricks. He took a pic of the QR from his phone off of his iPad. What's up, Dark Side? Sorry you're late. This is probably one that, if I don't delete it, you want to go back to the beginning, and I had me a little rant. I had to put all customers on alert, although you're not one of them because you're a good customer. You're one of my favorites. So, in fact, every customer that I don't get pissed at is one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorite customers. Yeah, Alex, how come I don't see a QR code?
You don't see a QR code?
No. Am I supposed to?
Yeah, it's in the top left corner.
Oh, it's that. Oh, I see. I see. You got that wrap done yet?
Dude, this it's the Tin Keg logo. Tin Keg logos are dumb sometimes. I'm like playing with color palettes and like, I don't know. Stuff's just not cool.
I'm sorry.
You
gotta do all the hard stuff to. Someone
it's not
else
so
scan
hard.
the QR code.
They did it.
All right, who did it and how hard it was? Jeremy, no, you was late to the party too. See, with a long ass show like I do, what do you guys think? Is it okay if I shrink the show down to an hour? That's a tough one. I mean, believe it or not, when we first started Tool Talk, we were shooting for about 15 minutes, but it was like a half an hour. And then people liked the half an hour, and we went to an hour. And I don't know what happened, how we got up to 2 hours, but we've been at 2 hours for probably just a little bit better than a year. Do it from 5 to 6. That means Alex gets booted out because he doesn't know how to make his school schedule his classes to suit his needs.
Uh-oh.
What?
I lost
What'd you
the
do?
thing.
What'd you lose?
I
Click
lost
undo.
swatches. Oh, there we go.
Oh, undo doesn't fix your swatches.
No,
I've learned that the hard way. I hate when that shit just, I don't even know.
I know. Well, I don't know. He's just gonna have to like it.
He doesn't have to like it. He has to approve it, and he'll approve it when he likes it, and he doesn't have to like it. Adam, what is happening?
Oh shit! What's up, Adam?
We got all the cool kids on the block in here this week. How do I become a cool kid on the block?
You think you just apply and they like accept you or don't accept you?
Yeah, guys, make me a cool kid on the block. For sure. That reminds me, I need to look for something. I need to find something. It doesn't matter what or where.
I think I figured it out.
I might let the cat out of the bag on something that's coming down the line. Don't nobody hate on me. Well, actually, why would you hate on me? Whoa, wait, what? Oh. I really don't appreciate what Facebook has done lately.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna make all of this orange. I'm just gonna make this all orange.
Is that right?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna like. Oh, that's weird.
Does anybody know what that is?
What is it? Oh, Rick. You're not supposed to tell them that yet.
Oh, we'll turn it off.
Too soon. Too soon.
Too soon? Yeah.
What do they think? Do they like it?
How do they like it?
Yeah, do you think they like it?
I don't know. They're definitely guessing it.
Like, what is that?
Yeah. Autobahn definitely does have it. But I decided I'm going to do it in green and black. I was going to do orange and black, and then I was like, that's nice. But so many people love green. I'm going to do green and black. Because that's how we roll. And it's going to be like a lime green or like a, fluorescent green. So hopefully you don't accidentally throw your core out with your pieces in them. Yes, I believe we were shooting for Kawasaki green, Jeremy.
Just for you, bud. Also known
But
as radioactive puke green.
oh, damn. Yeah, just like your t-shirt company. I will
Oop.
absolutely let you know as soon as they're ready. They're gonna come in kind of slow. He's so he purchased 4 dedicated uh 3D printers just for me to run mine, and we're really working hard on getting them into a plastics molding company so that he can get a die made and actually injection mold them so we can get them going. So, yep, it's Blackmer Green. Helios hype. Yep. I had to get on board. I also got something else that is coming down the pipe that I'm going to be carrying because it seems as though everybody wants door covers, and there is definitely an approved door cover out there now. So we're going to be carrying that. They're not cheap, but they're durable and they're functional and easy to use. And did I mention effective? So got to give credit where credit's due, but I don't have those even on the way yet. So we're not going to talk too much about them. I do have a set here, and I might have to give those away when the time comes. But yeah, door covers, because protecting your customer's door is kind of important, especially on some of these newer cars and the things that they're doing with the interiors of these cars. It's ridiculous. Helios door covers. Now that gives me a thought. And does anybody know why I named the film line Helios? Some fun facts coming up, guys. Might as well share them with you.
Does Helios abandon his son?
What?
Yeah, because like the sun, like luminosity, it blocks the sun.
Alex, Helios is the god of sun. He is the sun god. And Dave says because it's fucking sick.
He won. Helios door covers.
All right. I didn't even think about branding them, but so now I'm glad I don't have them on order just yet. But there's just so many things coming down the line right now. And, keg sales are way up. So trying to keep up with kegs in stock is just kind of critical. And film, oh my God. It's like everybody that tries Helios seems to fall in love with it and want to use it more. And so lately people have been trying it, even though everybody on Facebook is saying go here or go there, and they're not saying go Helios, because I don't know how to create that kind of hype. It's not who I am. I'm not a marketing major. I'm a window tinter, kind of like you guys. Only thing is I started getting old and realized that there's gotta be more. But yeah, Helios is the Greek sun god. And then we do like orbit and nova and supernova, because those are all things that have to do with not orbit. Orbit was like the last one added in, but the other ones have to do with stars and galaxies. And orbit is just, we had to come up with a name for the dyed film, because originally we didn't carry a dyed film, but then we got with, well, you know who, the people that make the best frickin' dyed film on the market, and had to make us some film. So then comes Orbit. So yeah, if you're not using Helios, I mean, I'm pretty sure what you're using is probably fantastic, unless it starts with an L and ends with an Xn. But aside from that, there's a lot of good films out there. I mean, there's some garbage films out there too, but most of them don't make mainstream. The trivia answer. I gave you the trivia answer, Lobo. It's the Greek god of sun. Oh, and speaking of fun facts, Sun and Sun Distributing. Anybody know what that's an acronym for? I've never flaunted it, but Sun Distributing was actually derived from an acronym, and then I just never did it. I did never. I probably should, but I realized like I had a customer the other day. He just called to order some replacement blades for a film handler. $8 for a pack of blades, not a big deal. And then I'm like, "Is there anything else you need?" And he's like, "Well, unless you can get me ceramic dual reflective global." And well, I'm not a global dealer, so getting ceramic dual reflective global is a no for me. And I checked, and he was in Missouri. So then I found his dealer and discovered that yeah, his dealer is out of stock. And so global, as you guys probably know, is very territorial. One distributor is not allowed to sell into another distributor's area. But I know people because I got a network behind me and people know me. So I reached out and found out who does have it in stock and asked them, and they're like, "Well, no, um, so and so would have to get a hold of me and give me approval to sell it to his customer." So I made that happen and let the guy know that Sun Distributing, Sun was from an acronym, Solar United Network, because that's what I stand for. I don't have to make the sale. If I can help, that's what I'm here for. And again, nobody in this industry, when his dealer was out of stock, his dealer could have said, "I could check around other distributors and see if I can get it for you because I don't have it." But he didn't do that until he was confronted. And then he did it because that's how normal business people, they don't want to take a chance of letting somebody else get the sale because that almighty sale. And I'm sorry, fuck that. You guys are out there trying to make a living and you got customers wanting to know when they can get their storefront or whatever tinted. And if I can help, I'm going to, even if I don't make the sale. I used to do the same thing with Avery. I used to do this. I will do the same thing with Solar Guard. I do the same thing with Tint Keg. I've seen people, it's not as easy to build a reliable tint keg as one would think, especially if Amazon's going to be your source or if you're just going to source parts that look the same. And when I see somebody that I can plainly see what they did wrong, I just send them parts because, like, good on you for taking the initiative and putting forth the effort to do something, and like we should be a united community. And just because I sell a product and he didn't buy his stuff from me, does that mean that I shouldn't help? I mean, come on. I know nobody else does that, but so I'm setting new standards, which somebody already has that tagline, so I guess I'm not gonna. But Solar United Network, that's who we are. It's what we stand for, and it's proven. Anybody that's known us for years and been paying attention, that's who we are. Needless to say, if you guys need anything, I don't care that you don't buy from me, or if you do buy from me, if you need anything, feel free to reach out. Now, chances are Alex will be the one answering the phone. If you send me a Facebook message or something, then there's a chance it'll be the end of the day before I answer it because my phone usually sits over here on the desk and I ignore it all day because I got shit to do. And it's distracting. Dave says Sun Distributing is also a sick name for a tint distribution company like Bro. It's sick you already have that answer. That's how Mo knows it. Oh. If I won door covers for knowing the answer, give them to Dave. A mesh tubular screen to go on the end of my stem tube. I'm trying to create some foam detailing my car exterior. I did buy my 3-gallon keg from you. Dave, all right, I'm going to tell you the secret. I haven't done it yet, and I'm struggling with this one because I need to jump into this industry because there's a lot of people buying kegs. And in my opinion, they're getting ripped off by somebody selling the same goddamn keg that I sell for twice as much money. It's ridiculous. But he also sells a foamer, and he's selling you about $30 worth of parts for $225 to give you an idea. I don't approve of business ethics like that. I think it's, and that's why I'm so anti Chinese knockoff shit, because people bring in these Chinese knockoff shit. They'll bring in a squeegee handle for 70 cents and sell it to you for $12 because it's still cheaper than a Fusion handle. It's like, stop it. That's disgusting. Don't be that person. And just because you had the Chinese put your name on it and you pretended that you made it yourself, or you get it in here and you put your sticker on it, if you pay 70 cents for it, sell it for a fucking $1.50. You got shipping. So shipping, for a big box of squeegee handles is going to be about $40 from China, which is ridiculously low. If you're not bringing in pallets of stuff, it's not really that expensive. But okay, so sell it for like $4.95. You still make a decent markup on it. And and by the way, put on your website somewhere, this is Chinese garbage. Just because it's got my name on it doesn't make it amazing. Stop. You know what? Maybe I should just get into selling popularity. I think maybe that's a better idea. Frickin' UPS is here. Look at that. I'm wondering if you could help me locate. So I'm sorry, David. I was just going to give you the answer. So what I believe he's doing is there's going to be a tiny little hole drilled in the top of the dip tube up where it just sucks air. See, the foam has to be created inside of the hose. You're also going to want to, because you're not going to use a lot of volume of this stuff, you're going to want a really short hose. So something between 5 and 10 feet. Basically, when you're foaming a car, you're going to carry your tank with you. So a 5-foot hose, 6-foot hose is going to be plenty. And you're going to want to drill a tiny, I don't know the size of the hole. My desire is to buy one from them and just copy it, but that's not who I am, so I haven't done that. But I've thought about it, and everything that you need to make foam is pressure, which you don't need a ton of pressure. You don't need a ton of pressure. Here, let me remove Alex. He's all in my way. So you don't need a ton of pressure, but you do need pressure. 100 pounds will do you. You need air mixed with your solution, and that has to be before it gets to your tip. The reason that a regular tint keg doesn't make foam is because there's no air involved. It's straight solution all the way to the tip, and it can't make foam outside of the tip. So you got to do that before it gets to the hose, and you do that by putting a tiny little hole. And I would start super small and work your way up. Carry a keg around. This seems like a job for a scuttle shuttle. That's true too. You can put your keg on wheels, and that'd make it way better. And that's funny too, because You know, you could get my keg and a scuttle shuttle and still spend less than from his keg. As far as a screen on the bottom of it, I don't believe that's necessary. I just don't. And you're going to want to use like a cone tip, an adjustable cone tip, because you're going to want to adjust that. No, my hose will not work for a 2000 to 3000 psi pressure washer. It's rated at 300 psi. No, the reason yours has a really stiff hose is because it's got a metal lining, so it'll handle that kind of pressure. A regular hose will not. Billy says, pinhole in the system. Yes. And it's got to be inside the keg where it can get air. But keep in mind, you're not pumping out of the keg, you're pressuring the keg. So the water and air is going to push simultaneously through. So it's not like you're just going to suck air out, and because that's not how that works. But you're going to, like I said, start with a teeny tiny little hole and work your way up. I should really just develop it and sell it for way cheaper than him. And then you guys that do detailing can go on the detailing sites and tell people about me, because I'm amazing and I don't tell enough people that. So there's that. In fact, maybe we'll do a live one day and I'll just get the drill and the drill bits and the dip tubes. And well, where could I do it though? I'm going to make a mess all over. See, I don't have a nice shop. I got a nice warehouse, and my warehouse is not your typical warehouse. I don't have floor drains and all that other stuff. Stop worrying about the pretenders. They will watch, learn, and sometimes teach from the words you provide. Don't fight the battle, win the war. Well, I haven't even been getting involved in the battle, but it's just, yes, Billy, in the stem. It's just difficult sometimes to sit back and watch and see everything going on. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I can focus my mind in the right directions, I see things like Dave Kratz and what he's doing with Autobahn and Edge and all of them, and I think it's fantastic. I think that, God, I wished I charged more for my film and actually had extra money that I could put into stuff like that, because, I mean, he is on board. And then, you know, GeoShield, what they're starting to do with the branding and the fun stuff, and it's just great. And I just don't have the budget. But if you compare my price sheet to those guys', there's a reason I don't have the budget, because I'm not selling a cheap product. I'm just selling a product cheap, which is against what I stand for when it comes to a tint shop, because I'm not a tint. You know, we don't have a cheap tint shop. We know our worth. For some reason, I fell into the trap when I started distributing and came out with my film line. I thought, oh, I'm just going to start cheap, but I don't want to be Lexan cheap, which is okay, because I mean, I pay more for my film than I could buy Lexan for. So, oh my God, Billy, I think you just gave me an idea. Someone else scan the QR code. That is so cool. Ryan, we've got 3 scans. I don't know if that means 3 tickets, but yeah. Yeah, towards the top, Billy, you want to definitely have the hole where it's going to suck air, because if it's down below the water level, then obviously it won't be able to get air in it. But yeah. See you, Lobo. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Super cool stuff. Love the background music. So it is working. Oh, look, Alex came back. Hey, Alex, do you got to go to school?
Yo, I do. I'm just trying to like figure out how to add things to my Creative Cloud so I can open it up at school. Because I was gonna actually ask my graphic design teacher for color ideas for the Tint Keg logo
Oh, I see.
because I'm gonna hook them up. I'm gonna make it awesome.
Do you need a thumb drive? There should be a thumb drive like in one of those
No,
drawers.
I pay money for Creative Cloud, so I'm gonna
But if you don't know how to
utilize it.
use it,
Well, I found the unable to sync. Why?
I don't know. There's probably a list of rules that you're breaking.
Whatever. I think I'll just Alex Cag. Boom.
Tim said when you hit save as, bottom left is the button. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it's to do with what you're trying to do.
Oh yeah, yeah. But sometimes it doesn't show up in my like Creative Cloud account for some reason. And I wonder if it's because
Because you're
save
logged
to
in
cloud
as
documents. Oh, I just did it.
Are you logged in as you or are you logged in as us?
Oh, I'm logged in as me.
Oh, okay. So you did it.
Thanks,
It worked.
Tim.
Tim,
Yep.
you're a hero.
Yeah, you're amazing.
I need to learn how to do that too because we should start saving our shit in the cloud. These files are big.
I mean it comes with the thing. So
yeah, but it's new technology, so I ain't playing with it. I leave
well,
that
I
to
mean,
you
I don't
millennials,
have. I mean, I have to know how to use it because of school. It's just that's how like everything is done is through the cloud.
Ah.
Yeah. All right, I just saved everything. I am out of here. I will see you guys on the flip side.
Okay, we'll see you.
See you tomorrow, Rick.
Yeah. Have fun. Bye. I was going to close him out of there and he left too fast. So usually he leaves and doesn't close himself. So, you know, got to make sure you have the same fonts. Yes, I've learned that just from transferring files from one computer to another. It pisses me off. So I guess, Billy, in the last week, Michigan's had 2 train derailments. And then I think it was in Pennsylvania, they found a pipe bomb on a set of railroad tracks. And so I think over a 10-day period, there's been like 5 or maybe 6 train derailments and then 1 pipe bomb found. And the big national news media is not talking about it too much. Go figure. I think there's something happening and it's not cool. But that's the society we live in today. That's the way people are. Love, peace, and tint juice. Yes. If you don't have to change the font, if you don't have to change the font, so you just have to change it to Smart Object. Yes, I learned that too. Problem is then shit's a little less editable, but yeah. But yeah, Billy said they had a couple there too. So yeah, there's definitely something going on because all of a sudden, you know, as long as we've been running trains for this many derailments and things, yeah, it's not normal. And it takes something pretty big to derail a train. I did see your Big Shirt event. You were all set up, pressing shirts, doing things, meeting people. It was so cool. Although I only saw, you know, pictures of it afterwards because Was you here? Did you see what I did? Because I did a thing also. I did. Oh, let me log out of this. Stop what? I just got a notification. Oh, 8 minutes ago. That was when you mentioned me in a comment. Let me just log out of here. Facebook's kind of disappointing also for me. Yeah, so Billy got things to do. He got himself an old school Tint Crew t-shirt today. Hey, we'll see you. See you, Cash. Oh, so what's on your guys' mind? I done said all my things. Oh, wait. Um, 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 um. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing laying around me either. So, did anybody go to my website? Did anybody check it out? I built a brand new mobile page for it. Made it really simple and easy to use because I thought that's important. And I always rely on the. I always relied on the main page. I build the website on the computer itself, and it looks great. And then I just trust it to do its thing for mobile, and I don't like that. So let's see if I can find it. Oh, let's analyze it again because that's always fun. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to show you guys the mobile from the computer. But you guys can check it out for yourself. There's the link. And I got machines working real hard to keep it fast. Being busy is good. Adam, what are you saying betrayal to? um 0.19 seconds. Why are you giving me shit? Whatever, screw you. It's still fantastic. And on desktop, I'm getting 99 out of 100, so that's good too. Adam, what is betrayal? You make me wonder. Yep. He's not going to tell me. He's all mad. Did I miss something? I don't see it. He just hops in with one word. Hey, what's up, Anthony? Carlos says, I'll be trying Helios film this week. Once I get my order, looking forward to it. Oh, you are going to be pleased with it. I know I'm pleased with it. You know, that's one nice thing, you know, I mean, nothing against anybody that is just a businessman out there making sure that their branding is correct and looks good. I mean, branding's important, and I do the best I can with what I got with the branding for Helios. I mean, it's a good looking logo. It's a good looking box. It's a good looking brand. Definitely good. Definitely. Hey, Dominic. Good. It's a good a lot of things, but you know, being a 35-year veteran tinner, when I go out and pick the film, I don't pick it based on price and profit margin. I pick it based on, is it going to be exactly what I want? And it is absolutely the film that I use in my shop. And like I said, my shop is not cheap. And my customers love it. I love it. And the rest is history. It does a great job. And the price will be going up this year, but we're going to keep that price increase low and minimal because, you know, I'm not trying to be the cheapest box of film on the market, but I'm certainly not trying to be the most expensive. I think that there's got to be a middle ground. It's got to be a win-win. Obviously, there's got to be enough profit involved that I can stay in business and pay my employees and keep insurance and all that stuff. But on the other hand, it should be no more than 15% of what you're charging for a tint job. And right now I'm probably closer to 10%. So, but unfortunately, inflation seems to want to come around and smack us at least once a year. Last year was hell, though. You know, it just seemed like every month it was smacking us from one direction or another. And I absorbed most of it, you know, so. Oh, that reminds me. Let me look real quick because I think. Let me look. Where is it? Yeah, we can use this one. Yep. I lost my closeout sale section on my homepage. It is on the mobile page because I didn't lose it there. But if you click the drop down on shop, well, I can show you. Let me share this because that's important. So on the web page itself, if you kick this drop down, there's this almost free section, which I should edit that. But if you guys want cheap film, This is good film too. I mean, but it's running low. I got some flat glass stuff. I do got some stuff that's out of stock that I just need to remove. Um, but like NR Pro, that's their middle line film, and well, that didn't go very fast. But so to give you an idea, like a 20-inch roll, I got 15, 30, 35, and 5% left in that. And you're talking $110. You can't get it anywhere for that price. There's only 7 left in stock. 30%, $110. 24-inch roll, $125. Ooh, one of those. It says that I got 120 in stock, but I don't. Let's see, what else do I got? 30, 35. Nobody likes 35, but for windshields, it's good. I got 4 rolls, at $180 for a 36-inch by 100. $180. That's like Lexan prices. So oh, that sucks, Adam. I don't have an attention span big enough to go back far. So when I'm gone for a day, I miss so much stuff on Facebook because I get off of work and I clear all my notifications. If somebody mentions me, I try to go look at all those. And aside from that, I scroll just a little bit, and most of the people that are negative by nature, I already unfollowed them. I don't unfriend people. I don't really block people. I can't say that I don't block people at all, but I mean, typically I don't block people. So, but if you unfollow somebody, you stop seeing their posts unless they tag you. And so I don't see much negativity on Facebook anymore. And if somebody surprises me and all of a sudden is like being negative and I'm not enjoying the energy, I'll like pause them for 30 days or whatever the hell Facebook calls it. But then I don't see their shit for 30 days. And by then maybe they'll get over it. So I don't know if that helps any. But also, they have auto NR and you can select options there too. And so here we don't have near as much. Like 40-inch rolls, I got 50%. So if you want some windshield film, I got 5 of those. Oh, there's a broken kind of thing. It's all right. We'll just refresh it. That's crazy. 20-inch, I've got 35%, and that's it. 24-inch, I've got 5%, and that's it. 6-inch, I got 20% and 35%. And I've got, it just says in stock. So I got lots of 20%, and I've got 10 rolls of 35% left. So that's available at $165 a roll for a 36-inch roll. Are you freaking kidding me? So anybody looking for practice film, I don't recommend going to the cheap stuff and practicing. Go with something that's more comparable to what you might be using in the future. It's just, it's better to learn. It's like learning to drive in a Kia and then going and taking a big rig CDL license test. It's not the same. And try to be close to what you're going to be using, because it's going to take you a long time to become adaptive. Like, I'm adaptive. You can throw any film at me, and by the second window, I understand the film. I know what it needs, and I can tint with it. But I wasn't always that way, and most people aren't when you start out. Some people go years without becoming adaptive. You know, they'll get used to a film, and they'll hear good things about this other film, and they'll be like, "Yeah, send me a sample," and they'll get a 10-foot sample, and they'll try to tint a car with it, and it doesn't act like their film. So they can't give the film a proper assessment because they haven't been able to adjust to the film itself, if that makes sense. So, you know, as I've been told, most people need an entire roll of film to actually adapt to the film to find out whether they like it or not. What's up, David? Everything is going good. I think everything is going good. I think. Let's see, what else do we have over here? We have their nano ceramic shit. Yeah, that's its own kind of a thing. So website moves quite slow when I'm sharing the screen. I got 20 and 40 inch, and let's see. I've got 5% and 50% and 20 inch. Let me refresh it because I might not have any 40 inch. Oh, no, I don't have any 40 inch. I just got, okay. I see what. So I've got 20% ceramic Avery, 5% and 50%. That's it. But then I got some flat glass Avery film too. But I got flat glass Helios film, and I got access and can sell you all of the Solar Guard flat glass film. And let me tell you, Solar Guard is some pretty legit stuff. It comes with a 12-year warranty. 12-year warranty. That's curious. It's like they put some thought into that. Um, yeah, it's good stuff. But oh, you know what I might be able to do? I know what I might be able to do. Check this out. As soon as I figure out how to do this, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but I'll try and show you. I will try and show you. We'll put this here. There. This is what the mobile page looks like. But I guess we'll go a little bit bigger. So yeah, we got a nice clean button here, or you can click this. Shop now. Definitely a lot of clickable. Clearance sale products. Now, I changed it from almost free to clearance sale products, and I'm going to do a complete changeover because I do get stuff on the shelf like short rolls of film and stuff, and things that I might be closing out that I don't want to carry anymore, or this or that. Did I leave WordPress? No, I did not leave WordPress. I have supercharged WordPress because it doesn't look like WordPress, does it? No, I use Elementor for my editor. It's a lot more flexible, and I can do lots of things. Oh yeah, and then I got the category finder here, so if you click on this, it'll give you all the things. And I got the almost free in there also. Automotive window film by Helios, dry shrink prep, solar. Oh yeah, dry shrink prep. You know, we got that. If you haven't tried it, I recommend you try it because, well, just because you should. And we'll go back to the page. But yeah. Oh, you got Divi. Divi's another good one. I got Elementor because I didn't know any better, and so when I was searching, I just discovered both of them, and kind of flipped a coin. So, yeah. Divi, as I understand, has a lot more simplistic features, but they're both light. What do you call it? Light editors. Yeah, we'll say that. And let's close this. We don't need to look at my website anymore. But yeah, it's legit, both of them. Maybe one day. Well, I can't change it over to Divi now, but that's actually a good idea. As far as I know, Elementor still doesn't. I pay yearly for Elementor. As far as I know, they still don't have the lifetime thing, and I didn't learn about the lifetime thing until after I committed to this. So there's that. But and that's another thing, guys. Just so you know, we have resources out here. It's a little hard to explain over the phone and stuff, but we've got screen share technology and stuff. And if any of you guys are like thinking, oh, I can't afford a website or whatever, for a info website, you can, for $20 or less a year, you can lock yourself in a domain. And if you're going to do this, I don't know who Tim uses, but let me just switch this over for a minute. And I'm going to log in here. I am also going to okay. So this is who I use. SiteGround. They have super fast servers. Yeah, I know. People are compromising freaking shit all the time. You can get right now up to 80% off a new hosting plan. And so I think this is where we go. Yeah, hosting service, reliable web hosting. So you guys can come in here and you can do for $2.99 a month to start out. You can build yourself a website with 10 gigs of web space. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot. My website with almost 1,500 SKUs is using up 3 gigs. So 10 gigs is a lot. 10,000 visits monthly, which is a lot. Unmetered traffic, which means that they're not going to throttle you if people stay and beat up your website. You get a free domain with this. So if you buy the domain through them, it's going to be free. Your security is free. It gives you daily backups in case your website, you come in one day and your website's crashed and you can't figure it out. You can always update to yesterday or restore yesterday's when it was up and get it right back online. It's really easy to do. A free CDN, which that's a content. What is it? It isn't going to tell me here. It's a content delivery network. That's what it is. What that does is it caches your site and it puts it all across the world so that anybody, which doesn't matter if you're a tent shop, you want local people, but it's exciting for me because people from all over the place shop on mine. It just helps it go faster. Free email. This is huge for this $2.99 a month. Google charges, I think, $20 per email per month. And you can have your very own at TTownTshirts.com email or whatever. I don't know what. I mean, I do know, but I don't remember. But whatever your business is going to be, you can have that. It's fantastic. Free email migrator. I didn't use that. I just started new emails. Enhanced security, which is really good. E-commerce enabled. So if you do want to sell things, you can actually set up your website to process payments. If you want to do, um, if you want to do like pre appointment, what do you call that? God damn, my brain ain't working all of a sudden. Deposits. You can do that. No, the email thing, Tim, maybe we can talk offline, but what I did was I forward them to a Gmail account so that I can just check them and respond from Gmail. Because yeah, the if you don't pay Google, you can't just use it on Gmail. But yeah, um, so out of the box caching, which is good, unlimited database, which is good. 100% renewable energy match, which I don't know what that means. 30-day money back guarantee, and you can add collaborators, which means you can add somebody to help you with your website if you're struggling. The Grow Big. Now, I started out with the Go Geek, and it was not this cheap when I started out for $7.99 a month. But just to give you an idea, it's not expensive to get your own website up and going. The hardest part is learning how to do it. But once you get into this, where let me go back to here and I'm not logged in. I thought I logged in. Oh, I know why. It opened a new window. So we'll go back here, and that's all of this. Your domain services. This is where you can buy a domain, and if you get the SiteGround first, the hosting, then you'll get this domain for no cost. But as you can see, you can $17.99 a year for a .com domain, or you can do $17.99 for .us or .org or .biz or .info. It's really not that difficult. Partner perks. There's the Gmail Google Workspace thing, which they'll give you 20% off if you buy through there for 12 months. But yeah, I don't know anything about that. Websites, you come in here and you go to your website, and it's going to show you a real easy to use dashboard right here. It shows you statistics and analytics. Like on February 11th, I had 834 people come to my page with 15,070 page views. Seems like a lot. I should be doing more business. And then you can also view more, and you can get down to who your audience is, where they're from, sources. So like I get a lot of people from YouTube, and that's from Matt over at Tent Stuff. He mentions it on YouTube or posts a link if someone clicks the link. And behavior, I don't oh, that's the okay, I see, got it. Technology, operating systems, browsers, it breaks it down. So what operating system? Android is my biggest fan base, followed by Linux, which doesn't make any sense to me. iOS, iPhone is 17%. You guys need to pick it up. And so there's lots of analytics just in the back end here. There's also on your other thing too, but Tim, building websites just takes too long. Our time is worth too much. But if somebody wanted to tinker with it and putter with it, you know, we could always be helpful. And I don't know. I know to build a website, you're $3,000-$4,000 right now to pay somebody to build a website, and it's because it's so time consuming. But Linux is sick. Don't hate us because they hate us. But then here is where you got your email. So we've got orders at Sun Distributing, info at Sun Distributing, Brittany, which she doesn't have any email. She never decided she wanted to use it, or Rick at Sun Distributing. And you can create emails right here just by putting in the name. It's automatically at sundistributingdirect.com. And then you set the password right here. And then you hit create and you have an email. And from here, you can. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing, which I won't show you. Oh, I can't show you. But Outlook, you can set it up in Outlook, and anybody that uses Outlook for a mail, it's Outlook. I mean, I'm a Gmail guy, so it was a little bit of a weird thing to use Outlook, but yeah. This new party hat feature, LOL. What's a party hat feature? What are we talking about? I don't know. But anyways, it's really cool. And as far as what was I gonna do? I don't know. I can go back. Oh yeah, here's where you can install and manage WordPress when you first start. And you can make staging copies, backups. It's just everything's here. You got everything. I've got a bazillion inodes. If anybody knows anything about that, I would like to know more about that, because Google tells me I might have too many, and I don't. There's just so much to wrap your head around. But yeah, so back. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to come up here, WordPress. So you go to here, and then you can go boom, and it'll take you right into the back window of the site. And oh, I see. I went to WordPress, but it ain't showing you guys that. In fact, did it show you any of that stuff I was doing? I'm afraid it might not have. Ah. All right, so anyways, the bottom line is, I guess my point, I get carried away sometimes when I'm talking about things. But the bottom line is that you can build a website that you can manage, and you can host, and you can monitor, and you can tweak, and you can develop, and it'll learn you something over a period of time that is very useful. And you can make the website that you want. You don't have to pay bazillion dollars. It's something that's really good to do in the wintertime when you're slow, because it is, like I said, it's very time consuming, but it's good stuff. What party hats, Dave? What are you talking about? Oh, I just realized I don't have Alex here. And I like the way I sound better without the headphones on. Even though it's probably sound the same to you. I don't know. I need to know about this party hat thing. I got to figure it out. I'm going to find it. It's here somewhere. New managing moderators can support your channel in even more ways. Cool. I would love to learn more, but I'm doing a live right now. Don't bother me with this stuff. What's the party hat thing? Emoji? I mean, we have that dude. Is that cool? I don't even know. Um oh, well, it doesn't show up on screen like an emoji. That's something. There's a little heart button, and it lets me send party hats too. A little heart button. Oh, I'm so confused. I don't have a little heart button. Oh, I heard me talking because I'm not muted. Let me mute this. That's funny. Maybe it's a chat only thing. I don't know. Is it on your phone, Dave? It might be on your phone. I'm not on my phone looking at it. I'm confused. Oh, I think I just saw something. Did you push a button, Dave? I'm so confused. No, I got no little heart button. I don't know. Oh, I see it coming up in the chat. Cool. But no, I don't have those things. I don't have those things. But I can see them in the chat over on the YouTube screen, so that's cool. I suppose I don't know. It doesn't show me on Restream. It shows me on YouTube, but I'm not streaming directly on YouTube, so that's poopy. Hey, I got 794 subscribers. It's just creeping up there slowly. Every week or two I get a new subscriber. But else I put out is these 2-hour long just BS sessions, and ain't nobody trying to watch that ain't in the know, you know. I'm down to 8 people though, so that's quite the dip. Go like the stream. Oh yeah, I should like the stream. Let me like the stream. I got 3 likes. Now I got 4 because I gave me a like. And the thumbs down button. Oh, there's another one. The thumbs down button's a curious one because, like, I don't get to see if anybody ever thumbs down me, and also when I go on somebody's page, I don't get to see if anybody's thumbs down them. There used to be the whole, you used to see the counter, and I guess YouTube decided that you don't need to know when people are being negative towards somebody. And I'm sure people have been negative towards me, and I don't get to know that either. So I think that's just for the satisfaction of the person pushing the thumbs down button. It probably just doesn't do anything. So that's its own kind of fun. Go like the screen. Oh, did I scroll down a little? I did. Okay. That's better. Hate that how I am supposed to know it's a bad video when I can't see it. That is absolutely true. 100% I agree with you. Oh, 550. What do you guys think? I have no more wisdom to share with you. I don't even know if I shared any wisdom. I definitely ranted a little in the beginning, and I really am glad that you guys were there for me with that. That's super cool. Yeah. So the background music is a good addition to the stream, or no? What do you guys think? Do we keep it? Do we try to remember to do that every week? I watched most of the Daytona 500. It was kind of boring. I mean, it just wasn't. Oh, that's cool, Tim. He said that his nephew came out to help him roll up the t-shirt event with a Sun Distributing hoodie on. Yeah. Why was what so long? What are we talking about? Why was the Daytona 500 so long? Because it's a long race. They do 200 laps. I think 500 miles. NASCAR overtime is. Oh, I didn't watch the end of it because I don't really know any of the racers. I got no skin in the game. I didn't care who won. The guy that I picked, he wasn't doing so good. So at least he wasn't one of the ones that got all crashed up and out of the race. So I mean, there's that. I think his name was Johnson or something like that in the 84 car. So was it 213 laps because they were in yellow and they can't finish the race on yellow? Or, I mean, how does that work? Because, like, there's not exactly a tie, right? Now I have to research things. Or you guys can just tell me. There's another brand on cars besides. Oh, Expel's on cars too, isn't he? Or aren't they? No, I don't know. Were they even racing? Because I didn't hear them talked about. I don't know that. Well, I guess maybe it's worth it. I don't never hear anything Expel or Lumar related from NASCAR, except for the stuff that Expel and Lumar show me. So there's that. Overtime is 2 laps, and if the first lap is completed without caution, but caution comes out on the second lap, it's over. But if caution comes out on the first lap, you have to do it all again. But there was 213 laps. So how many times did caution come out in overtime? And what is this overtime? Why is there overtime? Somebody help me with the understanding. Dave doesn't know why there's overtime. What causes overtime? Like in a football game or a basketball game, it's a tie score. In a baseball game, extra innings, it's a tie score. I don't like. How do you in a race like the first one across the fucking finish line? It's not a tie score. And even with I mean, the odds that a photo finish is gonna reveal that there was a tie, then I don't understand. I don't know what, because they're over it, so they have to finish it somehow. Because they're over what? I'm so confused. I'm gonna have to learn a little bit more about NASCAR, I guess. But my brain hurts from website stuff, so you know, there is that. Text message. Hey there, I'm assuming you don't need my services currently. If you I missed it. I have to read. What you were saying. Oh, it's somebody that's been texting me wanting to sell me health insurance for a long time now. I don't understand. Oh, my website looks good. I enjoy that. Okay. Caution at the end, that would cause the standard distance to be completed under caution. It goes to overtime, so it can hopefully finish under green. Now, didn't once upon a time, if it finished in caution, then I mean, because when they go in caution, so you can't pass anybody, so you are where you are, and then it would just end. Tim says, I don't know anything about NASCAR anymore, but I was just joking. Oh, I see. NASCAR rules are wacky. If you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. But is it cheating or is it just innovating? Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. That's how Senior got his win. Oh, Dale Senior got his win under caution. Huh. I want to get my win under caution. But back on a more serious note, since there's just 6 of yous left, I appreciate each and every one of you guys and all the shout outs I get. I do get a lot of shout outs. It's way more than it used to be. I see a lot of these companies go on the fast tracks, and the thing is, like, I ignored when it was the global rush and there were all the global fanboys out there just screaming global this, global that, and all global for the win and blah blah blah. And I mean, global's got a great film, don't get me wrong, but I guess what I can leave you with is when we're out there over dominating posts with one brand or another, what we're doing is taking away some of the level playing field for the other brands that are equally as good, especially when you're out there telling people that this person or that person has the best customer service. Because I don't think that there is a best on any given day. It's just like a tin off, 1 year you can win the tin off and come home with the trophy, and then for several years after you might not quite achieve that. So does that mean you're the best or you were the best that day? On any given day, everybody's human, but sometimes I do get frustrated. I see somebody say, oh, this person's the best or that person's the best. And I think to myself, they don't do the things that I do. So what makes them the best? Because they have extra banners and keychains and things. I buy banners and keychains and things, and I try to give them away when somebody uses my product. I don't usually remember, and sometimes people will badmouth me on Facebook because they saw somebody with a banner and they didn't even know that I carried them. Enough of all that, though. It's been a great stream, guys, and it did turn into NASCAR stream for a bit. I enjoy learning about new things, and I like racing cars. I was big into watching Street Outlaws for a while, but you can only watch so much of that. I mean, so much of it's scripted, and it's like kind of like watching wrestling. I mean, if you can get into the drama of it. NASCAR, my problem with NASCAR is the same problem I have with baseball. There's just such extended amounts of time that nothing exciting happens, and a lot of times I see them mention something that I didn't see, and then they show me a little replay of it, and then I get to see it, and I don't know. It's I'll try, because right now I'm between sports. I mean, next weekend this coming weekend, holy shit, it's sneaking up on my fist. I'm going to show you. Why am I still here? Because I want to be. I'm going to show you one more time. Oh, wait, did I? No, I closed it already. I can't show it to you one more time. But yep, I got a shakedown run I get to go do with my Jeep to make sure that nothing falls off of it this weekend, because at the end of March, I'm going to Kentucky to put that sucker on the side of a mountain and see if I can't tip it over. I mean, I'm not going to try to tip it over, but I did buy a helmet just in case, because those things. But the unfortunate thing with NASCAR is that for it to be exciting, it usually has to go poorly and people have to wreck. But sometimes it's fun with all the battling for position. Yeah, if they can get spread out enough, it becomes a real thing. I mean, that's one of the things with the Daytona 500 this Sunday. I didn't enjoy it because they just stayed mostly in two lanes and and every time they would pit, a lot of times when they pit, then they start getting scattered, but then they would bunch right back up again. So, Billy said he washed the mud off of his truck. Rain don't stop him. I think a lot of excitement left when they introduced stages, because the stages just slow everything down. And I don't know, I thought stages were kind of something. But yeah. I have banners and I can make banners. I'll make you a 3-foot by 6-foot banner. I don't know. I'm thinking 40 or 50 bucks. I don't remember what they go for. I usually buy a bunch of them at a time, and yeah. But we can custom design you a banner too and print that. So I mean, yeah, we have that. You know what? I should probably put that service up on the website too. Why not? Not everybody's offering banners. I mean, get a banner with your logo on it and let the world know that you do window tint. It's not necessarily necessary to let the world know that you have Helios window tint or you have Expel or Lumar or whatever brand window tint. I personally think that it's more beneficial to brand yourself. So let's do that. Let's get that rolling. We'll make banners available for you guys and see if we can't make that work. I like it. And what else? I mean, there are a lot of people out there that will print you banners, but yeah. Dave's telling everyone about the Helios. Dave's never online anymore. I can't hate on you, Dave, because I'm not online that much anymore either. It's busy time of the year, getting things wrapped up. Frickin' 44 Tools just ordered another 15 kegs. Got to get those out. And I don't know, whatever else. Lots going on. I get it, Dave. You're like all full time and shit. You are definitely in it. Speaking of in it, I think 5 minutes ago I was saying bye and all. You did make sure that you had 4 to 6 free today. That's cool. It's painful branding. Irons are hot. Brave person to brand themselves. Billy, I think if he would have chose a different path, he would have tried to be a comedian, because he likes to make funnies. And I like to make conversation. I'm going to have to start having guests on here, though, people to talk to. Maybe I'll start interviewing you guys. I don't know. After about a year and a half of Tool Talks, though, I enjoy it. But this time of the year, sometimes it's a struggle because I got to, for that 2 hours, I set my entire rest of my day aside and don't do anything that I still need to do to hang out with you guys. And I appreciate you hanging out with me because otherwise I'd be sitting here talking to myself and wondering why. Rick will do an interview, but he's late to the party. I'm glad. Oh, you were actually here in the beginning. Did you leave and come back? What happened? I don't know. Things and stuff. Billy can be tooling. All right, guys. So yeah. Maybe go to plan an hour, and if it's busy, just keep going. There you go. Getting a tire fixed. That does not sound like a good time, Rick. All right. So, with all those thoughts in mind, I think I'm just going to bid you a fair adieu. And I'm going to use this really old opener to say goodbye because why not? But y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you later. See ya.